Claire Fortier is here. She's running for, you're a candidate for the City Council of South Lake Tahoe. Why in the hell would you run for something like this?
Oh, Todd, that's a no-brainer. Great pay, low stress. Why wouldn't you run?
You've been in Tahoe for South Lake Tahoe for 17 years. I think it's always easy for people to see what's wrong with the City Council. We hear that constantly. What do you see that's right with our City Council? I
think the City Council has done a good job in a number of different places, not the least of which is with our budget. We are in a better position than so many other cities in California. They kind of kept their hands out of the till, not tried to, use to do all stopgap measures. While we still have a $12 million deficit in the next 5 years, it certainly is a lot more. It's a lot more restful and peaceful than many other places. The other thing that they've done well, unfortunately the work stopped, but was the new Lakeview Commons project. Beautiful, beautiful idea. Unfortunately,
that's the convention center?
No. The Lakeview Commons is right by where the campground is, Harrison Avenue. Yep. Beautiful, beautiful idea, beautiful project, and it's going to be a real centerpiece in the town. So there's much that has been done right. I think an awful lot has been made of what's been done wrong. Unfortunately, sometimes you get to a point as a group that you cannot come to an agreement on an issue, and it becomes frustrating. And I'm sure it was terribly frustrating for everybody on council, all of whom were very well-meaning, all of whom had a real vested interest in making sure that Tahoe is the best it can be.
So what do we do to move forward? What do we do to improve? Do you see Tahoe as tourism and recreation as an area for that? I mean, some people don't. Do you see it as that?
Absolutely.
So what do we do to increase that and bring more visitors and bring more to our economy here and improve our city?
We can do it on so many levels. There's, of course, the big picture, the prosperity plan, how we should position ourselves as a region. Clearly, we need to do something about the infrastructure. That's been an ongoing issue. But part of doing infrastructure is having a community pride, picking the entire product up because your neighbor looks good, you want to look good. And finally, we need to remember that creating a recreation community isn't just about the big ticket items. AYSO, Come Up for Air, was held this year, and there were 92 teams here. It brought in $3 million over a weekend. We forget about those kinds of real grassroots effort. Iron Girl, another example where the LTVA pulled in an event that was amazing for women. Absolutely amazing. So there are so many levels that we are starting, that have been started, but we need to realize that it isn't just a question of somebody coming in and building something bigger and better. It's a question of having community pride, all of us.
Why vote for Claire Fortier?
Because I've been here 17 years and I am passionately committed to this community. As an editor of a newspaper at the Tahoe Tribune for 8 years, I know the issues in this town. Also as a grad receiving my master's at UNR in Lake Tahoe on the environment, I have really good grasp of what the issues are here. But most importantly, I believe in a cooperative, collaborative leadership. And that's what I think I could bring to council.
So how does someone out there ask questions of you or get a better idea of your platform, your stance on some of the issues for South Lake?
Two ways. First of all, you can join me on Facebook, which is Fortier Tahoe. And secondly, I have a website, Fortier for Tahoe. That's Fortier, the number 4, Tahoe.org. Either way, it's all out there. Can come to all the forums. I think we now have 6 forums that we're going to be at, and listen to everybody, all the candidates. And finally, or I shouldn't say finally, every Friday I will be at a different coffee shop from 7:30 to 9 o'clock. Coffee with Claire. I'll buy the coffee. Come chat.
A nice job. Claire Fortier running for City Council, South Lake Tahoe. We'll take another quick break, and we come back, more of Lake Tahoe Television.